Hey guys, what's up? Grim Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Marshall Dynasty here on College Football 26. After last week's very disappointing offensive performance against Middle Tennessee, we are going to be making some changes, of course, in the depth chart. Of course, we're going to be doing a couple things differently as well. Like I said, we're going to be auto-subbing in our running backs because for some reason, they just keep going out willy-nilly, and it's not based off of auto-subs. Like, they'll just be out for the entire game. One major thing is Sweating's getting moved down the depth chart. I don't care anymore. He has not played well. Lutmer is going to come play corner. He's one of the faster guys on the team, and especially in the defensive back room, and in terms of guys that we don't want to run through their red shirt right now, right? We have corners down here that do have speed, but I need them to develop, and I want them to use up their red shirt before they're too high of an overall to really have a reason to redshirt him, right? So we're going to move Lutmer up. He's going to play a lot. Sweating's going to get moved down. Sorry, dude. I don't know. Big play after big play is kind of insane, so I don't really want him out there at this current stage. I'm going to move Tevin Brown up on the safety depth chart, try to get him some more playing time. But overall, I think we're playing pretty well. You know, we did go beat Penn State at their home stadium, so that is a good thing. But we need some things to change. AJ Fox might get some playing time at quarterback today, depending on Jaquay Long's accuracy issues. But overall, I'm not too disappointed with how the team has played. The defense has played pretty well. The defensive line has really stepped up more than I thought they would. They've just been better than I thought they were going to be at this point. Looking at Missouri State's uniforms, I'm going to give them their red and whites, and we're going to wear our black helmets with our black pants. I think that just makes the most sense. And we're going to rock white socks, white cleats, just to give us a little bit different of a look. I think the team deserves it after starting off 3-0. Here's the big thing. Missouri State is really bad, right? They're 55 overall. We're in 81. This game cannot be close. This game cannot look close even in the slightest. We have to come out and dominate at this point. If we want to move conferences this year, we need to dominate, okay? We've already put our bid to move conferences. We just have to go out and show everybody what we're about at this point and go win some games. And hopefully somebody will pick us up like the Pac-12 or even the American Conference. Go up a couple, letter grades and conference prestige and hopefully get things done. Like I said, big game for us. We need to go out and show everybody what we're made of and kind of just put things to bed, right? Everybody's calling that Penn State game a fluke at this point. We got to go prove them wrong. The defense has played well enough. I just need them to play even a little bit better. The secondary needs to play a little bit better. The linebackers need to be better in the run-stopping department. So we're going to need everybody to play well here today to have a very dominant performance. The defensive line, like I said, has kind of balled out so far, just being what it is. But we need other parts of this defensive unit to step up and perform well. Right? Like I said, the linebackers haven't been the greatest in coverage. The safeties have played fine. The corners coverage unit hasn't been the best. They've actually been okay in run stopping, but like I said, we just need better at this point. I'm not too concerned about where we're at currently in terms of how we're playing, but we still need to be better just overall. Gonna hop on Clark. He's gonna have man coverage against this corner, and the quarterback's gonna be under some pressure there and have to get rid of it. Yeah, Nnamdi already has 4.5 sacks. So, love to see that. We're going to bring Brown back. We're going to bring Tevin Brown back to help with some extra blocking here. But Lacey's going to have this right side wide open. He's going to spin one way, and he's going to be already in Missouri State territory. So, we're off to a good start. Jaquay Long has put up some decent stats, but don't let the stats fool you. He has been inaccurate, right? Inaccurate pass after inaccurate pass. Not leading guys correctly, overthrowing guys, leaving a lot of balls high and to the outside. It's been a problem. So, like I said, if we feel the need to take him out, yeah, we're going to take him out back. And we're going to take him out back and put a fucking bullet in his head is what we're going to do. Drop into coverage. A little check down. Nothing going for them. Can't throw it into coverage, but leading, if you hit the receiver on his fucking numbers, that's not a pick, because then the defense back has no chance to pick it. But instead, you throw it high and outside, and the corner has no, contested part. And, yeah, he's going to have an easy pick if that's the case. I'm going to get illegal touching. I know they caught the ball anyway, so it would have been a first down, but Jesus Christ. We cannot have this shit happening. Of course, Jabril's on the field when it fucking happens. It seems like it's always fucking him. So Chaseon Clark must be tired or injured at this point. Harsh has to get there, the edge rusher. He ends up getting there and causing 2nd and 13 now. Yeah, already not off to the greatest start. We're going to see some A.J. Fox today then. I know he's a lower overall, and his accuracy might even be worse than what we've seen, but... And then Clayton just completely misses a strip. Telling him to strip, and he just fucking throws his hand right past the running back. Always lovely to see. Gonna hop on Jabril because he is the weaker link out of Harrison himself. And try to keep Harris a little bit in a better situation. There's Lutmer making a play. And they will have to punt the football back to us as they don't trust their kicker from about would have been 57 yards. That ball does bounce into the end zone, so we will have it at the 20. Was really going to be mad if it bounced out at the 1. Forgot to take Jaquay out. Wonderful. So we will swap to a run, and then we will get A.J. Fox in there. Stadium pulse is almost non-existent, so audible shouldn't be a problem for most of the day. But that doesn't mean they won't be at all. 6-yard run by A.J. Turner. Well, yeah, A.J. Turner. Going to go to a slip screen here to him. Jack Fox, like I said, A.J. Fox, like I said, going to get some play time today. Just to see what we have in him. Good stiff arm there from A.J. Turner, and he'll get up to the 44 now. Like I said, we just got to see what we have at options and at different spots, especially because, some guys are graduating, some guys are leaving. With the transfer portal being a little bit more active this year, it definitely is a problem for us, especially being at a smaller school. So we got to keep our options open at this point. Turner, that's a really good ball from A.J. Fox under pressure. That was a fucking beautiful ball under pressure, by the way. That gives me a lot of hope right there. 1st and 10, dropping back, trying to find somebody. Turner, he won't hold on the ball as that corner comes in and hits him right in his stomach as he's trying to go for it. I kind of want to see Hughes on a slot fade, and then we're going to put Lacey on a zig. Gives us a little bit more verticality while also clearing out here, and Lacey just drops that. That's not even on Fox. That's on Lacey there. Like, straight up on Lacey. Trying to look for somebody. Turner coming across the middle, and he doesn't hold on to the ball. A little bit deep of a field goal, but we should be able to hit it as long as we line it up correctly. And Proctor will have it up. Jesus. And good. So Darren Proctor puts a very long ball through the uprights and will give us a 3-0 advantage here early. Like I said, 2 balls dropped that are on their chest is kind of ridiculous. We'll have to figure that out shortly. I know it might be a little different catching a ball from A.J. Fox. He was with the second unit a lot of the offseason, but y'all got to come away with those. If he's hitting you in your hands, you got to come away with them. Simple as that. Little RPO out to the slot. Looks like a running back almost, but nonetheless, he will have the catch. 2nd and 10 at the 13 now. Gonna hop on Daniel Harris here. Motion in. I'm expecting that curl right here. He has it, and he'll actually hold on. Jesus, okay. Don't know what that dude's catching traffic is, but apparently it's 99. 3rd and 6, though. We gotta fucking get something going here on defense. Get some pressure, get some turnovers, and just right down the middle of Broadway is wide open. Wonderful. That's not great, especially considering I think we were running cover 2, so they're going to expose that every fucking step of the way. Trying to dump it off to the player underneath, but can't get anything going. Namdi getting home. Not quite fast enough, doesn't get the sack, but does get the pressure at least, which is all I can ask for. If you can at least put pressure on the quarterback, I'm happy. Now, yes, sacks are awesome and great and do a lot of damage to an offensive team's momentum. But still, just putting pressure on a quarterback, making him aware that you're there and that you're going to hit him. Gets the ball out a little quicker. He might have to hit a little bit more checkdowns, and he's probably not going to like getting hit all that much. He's going to slide down after picking up a first at the 37 now. I'm going to send some extra pressure here with the linebackers. With Jabril here, we'll drop in coverage with Clark, cover up this tight end immediately. They're going to run the football, and Clark's just getting bullied. I tried to, try to get him to go inside. He doesn't want to move. He just kind of stays there and lets him into his chest and lets him kind of touch him up a little bit. Cover this middle part of the field, and they're going to swing it out to the tight end, and nobody's out there. We're in zone coverage, and nobody's guarding that zone. Don't know what we're doing, but we're letting Missouri State just walk all over us right now. Going to pinch the D-line, play everybody down. End of the first quarter, and Missouri State is knocking on the door. This is, I don't know how we beat Penn State and then we're struggling against Missouri State. I really don't get that. They held the ball for 7 minutes and 58 seconds, by the way. I know we're still winning, but 7 minutes and 58 seconds. They've had 3 offensive drives. We've had 2. Granted, one was only one play, but still kind of crazy. First and goal at the 3. And just nobody reacting to the ball being thrown. I don't know who that was out there on the receiver. It wasn't Holmes because he wears 43 and wasn't Lutmer because he's white. Also wears, I think, 15 or 16. But this is not acceptable at this point. This is not acceptable at all. Like I said, we'll make changes as we need. If I feel like somebody's fucking up, we're going to get rid of them. I'll put you on the bench and you can figure it out from there. Can't look good in practice and then not look good in the game. First and 10 at the 25. Still going to give A.J. Turner some touches here. I think he's, the best back on the team. By overall, he definitely is. But I don't want to wear him out too fast, so we are going to go ahead and sub him out for Barbie here. Dropping into 2nd and 4 with some passes. Turner's open on the sideline. We're going to throw to him. He's going to catch and turn upfield. Up to the 45 we go. A.J. Fox not feeling bad. He doesn't feel particularly slower than Juco either, so that's the good news. Going to dump off to Barbie on this slip screen. He's going to have a big one. Trying to spin back inside. I was hoping we could avoid that third defender. If we could avoid that third defender, I figured we were gone. Going to go mesh spot here. We're going to flip it actually. Have Lacey run the corner to the wide side of the field. And hopefully get him a good matchup. Hughes is kind of open. I'm just going to do something stupid right now. Yeah. It was worth a shot. One-on-one. Give Lacey an opportunity to go make a play. Didn't get it done, but it's still a good opportunity to take. Lacey across the middle. Catch. Turn up field and down inside the 15 at the 14. He's had his moments. Lacey has had his moments. He's played pretty well for the most part. Had that drop early in the game, but hasn't played bad. Particularly bad anyway. Turner across the middle will hold on to it. Picks up 4 yards and keeps the drive moving in a positive direction. Gonna run some curls. A.J. Fox sees a lane. He sees a lane and he's going to take off and run. That 77 or 76 speed definitely does not feel as slow as it looks. I'm going to be honest, that did not feel slow. It felt almost faster than Juco Long does. So, is it A.J. Fox? Yeah, A.J. Fox. I was really hoping I wasn't calling him by something that he is not. That would be very bad. Kick is up and good from Proctor. So, a 7-play, 75-yard drive, taking up just under 3 minutes. And we will have a 3-point lead once again. Defense needs to come out and prove their point. That's a good hit stick. Slow him down and knock him down at the 13. They will take over now. I need Clayton to play better. When we're in nickel, he needs to fucking play better. I cannot have him not getting any sacks. I'm putting you out there because it says you're the best pass rusher. Well, third best pass rusher on the team. But I need you to play better. Gonna hop on Harris. Seeing the motion. So we're gonna cheat this way a little bit. Cover up this curl. Cover up this curl. Running back opening the flat. And he's gonna pick up a first down. He's gonna run over Holmes and then fall over Clark. Y'all gotta have some better wrap-ups. Tackling has been a problem the last 2 weeks now. At the 23, we're still within range of being able to stop them, you know, and not allow any points. But this defense has kind of not played well these last 2 weeks now. How do you guys play better against a Penn State than you guys are playing against a Missouri State or a Middle Tennessee? I don't understand, but is what it is at this point. Just got to pick our battles. 3rd and 7. It's a run. Clark needs to get over there, but Harris ends up shooting the gap and taking him down. 4th and 9 now at their own 24. And we will hopefully be getting the ball back. Hopefully. Could be an opportunity where we don't get the ball back for whatever reason, but Lacey changing direction and getting a little bit of yardage there. Nobody really wanted to pick up that one corner, but ended up getting it done anyway. 1st and 10. I like Hughes here on this slot fade, but they kind of drop with him. Just going to dump it off to Turner here. He's going to pick up some yardage. One of our more reliable targets has had some big games. 4 for 41 on the day for him. He's not the most explosive guy. He's not the biggest guy. Not the, doesn't have the biggest catch radius, but still performs for us. So just going to throw it away with AJ. That feels like that's a late hit. That honestly felt like it was a late hit. We got the ball out, and he took like another 2 steps and then lunged and hit us. Kind of feels late to me, but I guess not for the refs. 1st and 10 now after a reception to, once again, Ben Turner. I like Hughes here, but if that safety drops or if this corner plays really aggressive, I got Lacey. Oh, fuck, that safety ran with. And Lacey will drop it after getting hit by both the corner and the safety. Not really his fault there. I saw an opening. I threw it. It just didn't turn out as well as we were hoping. Okay, so these are the blocking assignments. Barbie downhill. Only gets 1. Going to go smash, but we're going to flip it. I want Irving going on the corner and Lacey going on the corner as well. I think that gives us a little bit better matchups with who's doing what. That corner's playing over top of him, but can he get there? He gets there, but the corner knocks it away 57 yards. I think that's the same as last time. And the wind is pushing against us this time instead of with us. But as long as we hit it correctly, we should be fine. Kick is up, and it is good from Darren Proctor. A 57-yard field goal. So he's 2 long field goals today. Offense not being able to sustain drives. Is that more based off of play calling, or is that more based off of our players not going and making plays? I don't know at this point. Trying to stop him, but he breaks a couple arm tackles, gets free, and gets up to the 19. I really don't want to play man right now. We're going to drop into some zone. Clark trying to get there. Lutmer ends up making the stop, and Clark helps finish him off. Cover 4 quarters here. They're going 5 wide, which is not great for this unit, but we're still going to have to play defense. I'm not calling a timeout. They're going to snap it before the 2-minute warning. They want that extra timeout. Try to go for the strip with Harris since I saw Nnamdi right behind him. Figured if he at least slowed him down enough, Nnamdi would still come up with the tackle. 3rd and 1, handoff. Harris is going to get there, and he's going to stop him, and we're going to call a timeout and give ourselves plenty of time to go and make another score. Hopefully a touchdown at this point. Going to receive with Lacey. Was trying to cut it back, but 81 just got there a little too fast for our liking. Shock H option. We have Hughes on this, but that safety's playing back. Yeah, and they're not even going to... Fox got the ball out late. Probably should have just thrown it away early, but I was hoping that maybe I could get to the edge and do something. Completely forgot you had to hold L2 to, get somebody to move a different direction. So Payne underneath, doesn't hold on to the ball. I know you got a guy on your back, but that's something you got to bring in if you're wanting to go to the next level. Payne. Pretty simple as that. The D tackle comes free. Our right guard got immediately blown up. Was that the right guard or was that the center? Can I fucking go to the main menu? Jesus. No, the right guard's not doing anything. Instead of seeing that the center immediately starts to get beat and helping back towards him, he's expecting the edge rusher to come inside. Ball is to the edge. Well, to the sideline, and it will bounce out at the 26-yard line. So got to go play defense once again. Need this unit to step up. Go make a fucking play, please. Somebody come up with a turnover. The running back's just wide open. Jules is just not covering him. I don't know why, but he's just not running with him. Move Clark around. Have him get set up early. Play action, across the middle, covering, hit stick, but the receiver still holds on to it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's send some pressure. Let's send some fucking pressure at these bitches. Gonna send that extra backer. Kershaw's gonna play in a spy, and Clark gets home. Like I said, I just wanted to send extra pressure, just kind of relay the fact that, like, we can come after you. We can come after you, and we will come after you. Just because our D-line isn't having that great of a day doesn't mean we can't come get you whenever we want. Underneath, Holmes makes the tackle. I don't know if he was out of bounds. I think he was, but I'm going to call the timeout anyway. Just give us another opportunity to go make a play. Going to bring Carr back this time and try to set up a bigger blocker, hopefully. But they ain't even going to punt it to Lacey. They're just kicking it out of bounds at the 31. 48 seconds, can't really run the ball here. Would like to, but with only 48 seconds, doesn't make a whole ton of sense. We'll bring back Turner in probably, start of the third quarter. And they just completely swallow that up. They're not even checking for anything else, apparently. We're just going to go all go. This is technically 4 verts, but I guess they call it all go in this playbook. I mean, they're only rushing 3 and somehow getting home immediately. Like, what are we doing? And then Irving just doesn't even go for the ball. I'm telling him... That's not even on A.J. Fox. Yeah, it's floated a little bit too much, but that's not even on A.J. Fox. That's on Irving for not going for the fucking ball. Just doesn't even try. Dropping coverage with Harris. Clark's going to get tested, and he does. 5 yards there. I'm going to send pressure here. They're not going to expect it. I'm going to play back. I'm going to play over the top. The quarterback's not going to expect pressure here. Kareem's just playing way too far off. I told you to play back, not fucking in Narnia. They didn't call timeout with 6 seconds. They let it run down to 2. Okay. I know calling timeout doesn't really do anything in terms of icing them when you're not at home, but I'm not afraid to run into the kicker here either. So if we get a decent jump, and that kick is up and good. That is not how the first half should have went. 13-10 against Missouri State. This is not impressive at all. Not even in the slightest. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 25. I'm going to start off with a run here. Barbie's still in the game, so we will need to fix that to get A.J. Turner back in. But for now, we're going to give Barbie the opportunity to go make a play. He does. He's going to have a huge fucking run. So we will take him out after this next play. We'll go halfback inside zone, but like I said, we're going to take him out, put Turner back in. Just straight downhill for Barbie. But we don't block the edge. I don't know why we're not blocking the edge, but we just didn't. We were like, here's a free run at the fucking running back, big dog. I got Hughes. I got Hughes. I got Hughes. And he holds on. Big throw from A.J. Fox. That's one-on-one with a receiver that has speed, and he's going to go get that fucker every day of the week. Gonna go Mountain Power with A.J. Turner. Finish off this fucking drive right now. Make a fucking statement, offense. Go put this shit away. Okay, not quite. Back to the line. We're going to go halfback toss. Hurry to the line. Okay. Everybody sees who they're blocking. Go get them. McGrew just didn't do anything. You're supposed to clean up inside. If you get around the edge and you do not see anybody, you turn and you look. And especially if there's nobody out there, like a receiver in a corner. You turn, you look, and you're like, okay, first motherfucker I see is who I'm cracking. 3rd and goal. Turner. Doesn't get in. I don't care. We're going for it. Oh, they know I'm running it now. Okay. Glad they knew. They were in goal line, basically. And they're like, oh, he's switching the play. It's play action. Go to a fucking passing set. Who the fuck on our offense is giving out the play calls? Which one of you fuckers DM Missouri State? You want to transfer there? Go for it. You're not getting drafted. You're going to be a used car salesman in 2 years. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 19, and the defense is back out on the field. I need somebody to step up. Nnamdi cannot be the only guy, and Harsh cannot be the only guy. Kareem coming down from his safety spot, gets first contact, but Clark cleans it up. I need the defense to play better. It's as simple as that. I don't want to just run 4-3 at this point, just because it's working. I think that's kind of bogus, but that's my fault with Lutmer. Lutmer fell down, and we will unfortunately give up a decent passing gain right there. Put Clark over this slot right here. Move the D-line over. Try to cover up some more. And the safety will come down in Kershaw and make the tackle. And cover 3 match here. Hop on Clark. Let the D-line play over to the strong side. And he just runs a drag, and Harris just doesn't play it shallow enough. 3rd and 3 now. Got it. The defense has to play better. We cannot be having multiple guys having to come to the football just to make the tackle. It should be one guy at most. Running back is just wide open. Clark just didn't get out there. He ran with the tight end when nobody's getting vertical, and the safety can cover that. Nobody's passing shit off in the zone. They're just running with it. I know it's match, so it's a little different, but play action, dropping with Harris, and we cover the first inside route, and Lutmer is nowhere to be found. Well, I mean, it's zone, but no help. Harris gets blocked down inside, and Holmes gets spun out of his fucking socks. I'm seriously so confused on how we beat Penn State, and then these guys are just destroying us. Harris, get out there. Why are you dragging him forward? Grab him, okay? Even if he backs jukes, you put your arm out. You grab, right? You swing the other arm around, you grab him, and you pull to your chest. It's not that fucking hard to tackle. It really is not. And it's not even like if we up his tackling stats, it's not like that animation will change. It's so fucking annoying. 1st and 10 at the 25 once again. I'm going to switch this to a run. Halfback draw. Fuck it. Why not? Turner makes a good play, and we'll get 9 there. Finds the hole, extorts it, and then makes a good spin move. I'm actually going to move Stevens over. Fuck it. Even if they put another defender over there, which they're not going to, still should give us a good opportunity to run this outside. Back inside, Turner will only get 1 there. I'm going to take Turner back out. I'm going to put Quinn in. Get him some extra touches. Payne. Over the middle, 2nd and inches now. 9-yard gain there. I'm going to throw a slip screen to Quinn. Not the fastest guy in the world, but need to keep wear and tear off the other running backs, so he has to touch the ball every now and then. He'll pick up the first. That's all we need him to do. Just pick up the first. Z-spot out of gun tight. Looking Payne here immediately, especially with no deep safety playing that part of the field right away, is kind of always the option. Payne with a good Fox with a good ball, but Payne doesn't haul it in. Fox has had multiple good balls today that have just been dropped, so it's kind of annoying. Especially since Fox is playing so well. Turner, good route and good catch. He'll pick up some decent yardage. We're going to go flood here. We're going to have Quinn run this wheel route, but we're immediately going to send him out and get into a little bit of a wide situation. But we're actually going to have him run that slot fade instead. Turner. Fox is delivering some balls, by the way. He is putting that shit on. I like Lacey one-on-one here. I like Payne one-on-one as well. Didn't realize the clock was ticking in the third quarter, and we will go into the fourth with only a 3-point lead on Missouri State, which we are like 25 overall points ahead. So, or 26 or some shit like that. That's kind of fucking pathetic. Just being real about that. Like, that's actually pathetic. I'm not even kidding around. That's actually fucking pathetic. Okay, giving us the same play. Not the same defensive formation, though. I think it's somewhat man. I think it's man with a cover 2. So let's go verts then. Let's go verts. Hughes wins his rep. And he's going to have an easy touchdown. That release killed that corner. And Hughes makes an unbelievable route. Well, unbelievable catch. No, well, not really. It was a pretty easy catch. But, I mean, he just makes an unbelievable play. I'm fucking stupid. It's okay. 27-17, and we're back on top. Well, we're still on top. Up 10 now. Need to go. Defense needs to step up. Somebody needs to go get a sack, cause a fumble, interception, something. Somebody just needs to get put in a good spot and go make a play. This is like watching paint dry. Shut the fuck up, lady. I'll come up there and beat your ass. Can probably signal you out, too, because there's not many people in the stands. 1st and 10. Running like triple slants. What was that play? Were they running triple slants? I know in the normal Marshall offense, I'm pretty sure there's a triple slant play. Kareem comes through, and Nnamdi, both the transfers. Making a good play there. Kareem just coming right through that gap, finding it, and getting home. Dropping coverage, and there is Clayton finally. Coming up with the sack for Clayton. Those are the plays we need. Those are the plays we need. Safety makes a good tackle for loss, and we get a sack on top of it. Lacey going to have a chance to return this one. But no. Clark Glover does not hold his block long enough, so we will not get to see much of him. Anthony Quinn has seen plenty of play time. Not going to have the greatest stats for him, just not really the explosive back. Isn't very powerful either, apparently, according to Power Back. The Power Back sub, but Lacey is wide open, and that's AJ Fox's first, like, really bad pass. Like, the pick was bad, but that was, like, really bad. I know it's a hard pass to hit, but Hughes won his rep again, and Fox is going to give it to him. Hughes won his rep again, and Fox is going to fucking give it to him. Let's go. That's what we're fucking talking about right there. Hughes finally able to get open and finally able to score some fucking points for this team. 3 plays, 44 yards, and a touchdown gets the job done. And we will go up 17 points here in the fourth quarter. Offense coming alive finally in the fourth quarter once again against a bad team. And there is some good tackling from the special teams unit. And Clark is down because he is apparently playing on special teams because I think I have him as backup linebacker somewhere. Which is always wonderful to see. I'm going to bring Kareem down into the box. If they run this, I'm just full sending it through the line. Yeah, get fucked, pussy. 2nd and 13. Just sub Carr in. It's not worth losing Clark long term. I'm sure we will be fine. I'm sure we will. Just put Carr in the game. Let him have a chance to prove himself. Harris downhill. I don't know what the fuck, why they're trying to run this. But it is not working for them. That guard pull, we're just sending somebody through. Why is Clark in the fucking game? So 1st and 10. And we're going to try to run this ball a little bit more and soak some of this clock down. Barbie not really getting anything going. 2 yards there. Going to go inside zone out of shotgun. Okay, we got the blocking set up. I mean, we don't really, because that linebacker came straight through the middle of the fucking heart of the offensive line. Always wonderful to see. Okay, snap the ball. Toss out to Barbie. He gets there, and holy shit, the center just laid a huge block. Back juke, but that linebacker, that safety just... He fell for it, but just got a hand on him. Wasn't able to get away from him. Get Turner. Nope, not McMullen. Not McMullen. Turner, thank you. We're actually running to this left. Downhill gets 7. We'll go halfback power O here. Hopefully it should work a little bit better than what their halfback power O or their bases were looking like, but just the guard didn't really pull, and then the other guard for some reason ended up on the outside. I have no idea why that happened. 3rd and 3. Dropping back, trying to find something. Trying to find something, trying to find something, trying to find something. And just get rid of the ball. Fox taking a hit there. Probably shouldn't have. Probably should have just thrown it away and just said, fuck it, we'll live with the penalty. We're going to go crack toss here with A.J. Turner. They got a lot of guys set up out there, though. It's going to be a problem. But Turner with the speed. Turner with the speed. Reach for it, dipshit. God damn. Okay. We go ISO out of I form. Not really a whole ton of D tackles in the box right now. That looks a little bit better in terms of blocking. But we don't... Okay, I'm tired of seeing those posts on Reddit and social media and like Twitter and shit about people talking about why certain people's run blocking isn't working. And it's because you're quick snapping the ball and you're not checking to make sure that everybody's blocked up. I'm tired of fucking seeing those when those fucking plays happen. Like, I'm actually tired of seeing those. Like, I checked everything. I moved the tight end over to have a better run blocking assignment so that all the edges are picked up. And the linebacker and the D tackle standing over the center and the guard don't get blocked up. Tired of fucking seeing those posts. Like, and then I don't check it there and quick snap it, but then it works. Tired of fucking seeing those excuses for EA. It is bad blocking. It is not a fucking gameplay mechanic. It is bad blocking. Stop fucking covering for EA. Somehow, since this new and improved AI blocking has come into effect a couple years ago in what, Madden 23, Madden 24, it's somehow gotten worse. Explain it. You fucking can't. I'm tired of hearing these excuses of, you need to set up your blocking correctly. You need to make sure that everybody's blocked up. You need to make sure you slide protections more. You need to make sure you're setting up everything. It just fucking stop. Stop making excuses for EA. It's bad blocking. They don't know how to program it correctly. Just fucking stop. Okay, gonna hop on Harris here. Defense just needs to play okay here. Just no big plays, no scores. Just make it look a lot better than what it was, because this game was not good. I'm going to be honest, it's 41-17. This does not feel like the Eastern Michigan game where it was close, but we were still dominating. This feels bad. This does not feel good, like, at all. I'm going to send this blitz late. Should have just came with Harris. Probably would have forced some extra pressure there. They're going to call timeouts now. What a bunch of losers. What a bunch of losers. You are down 24 points and you're calling timeouts with 2 minutes left. You have not done anything for 2 minutes. Well, since the start of the fourth, and you are calling timeouts. I understand about building momentum, all that, giving your guys hope, giving your guys chances to prove themselves, but I think at some point you got to call it quits and you got to look yourself in the mirror. Jules just not being found there. Just kind of, why are you playing it so wide? I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me. As soon as you see that receiver cross your face, I'd rather have you get burnt to the outside and be able to play off that sideline than you getting burnt across your face and not realizing it. Quarterback running free. I clicked down on the right stick and the linebacker didn't really move. But not going to complain too much about that. Coverage. Try to cover this drag. Getting there is Lutmer. 2nd and 4 now. They're kind of looking pretty good right now. I'm tired of them calling a play and then calling timeout. Just fucking call the timeout. 2nd and 4 at the 36. Somebody go make a fucking play, please. Thank you, Clayton. Fuck, man. Glad you're showing up. I'm going to go cover 1 robber press. I'm going to hop on Robinson Curry, and I'm going to try to win with him. He almost does win. And there's Clayton again. 3 sacks. Oh, apparently I can't call timeout. There we go. I was going to say, like, I can't call timeout now? Like, we're gonna be like that right now? I'm calling another play just because I can. Fuck them. Turner actually went up and got that. Holy shit. I know I kind of forced the corner off of him. I know it's a little cheesy, but, you know, is what it is. If, you know, receivers can do that in real life, right? They could kind of run a different way if they know where the ball is going to be and then kind of fall back into where the ball is going to land, and they can go make a fucking play on it. Lacey. That corner's going to pick it. Nope, but at least it's an incompletion. But still. Offense didn't play particularly bad in that second half. They weren't great in the first. Lots of drops. And they weren't like Fox is putting it in a bad spot and, you know, the receiver has to try to make a play. There was multiple ones where it's hitting them in the chest or in the hands and they're just dropping it. So, a couple bad balls here and there, but I think AJ Fox is the starter going into next week at this point. Just being real about that. A lot of pretty balls. I know we were going to get against Missouri State. But Jaquay also looked pretty good against Eastern Michigan. So I'm going to give Jack Fox AJ Fox Jack Fox is a punter for the Detroit Lions. That's why I'm getting them confused. AJ Fox, going to give him the start going into next week at this point. The final score does not tell everything that you need to know about this game. It was still not a very great performance. Yes, we scored a lot of points in the fourth, and I know you could say the same thing about Eastern Michigan. But Eastern Michigan is a better team. Eastern Michigan also, we felt like we were dominating the whole time. Missouri State, we did not feel like that. AJ Fox had a pretty good game. Kind of crazy thing happened. I didn't notice this until the very end when I was looking through the highlights. We were going against J.C. French, the former quarterback for Georgia Southern. That's kind of crazy. I did not notice that it was him. But now thinking about it, seeing the throwing motion, seeing some of the stuff that we saw, kind of makes a little bit more sense. But still, got done against Missouri State, so he transferred to probably the worst program in the country. Kind of crazy. But we will advance. We already got recruiting done, so that's fine and dandy. But it just, that game was not as good as it should have been. Not even in the slightest. Championship contenders not really going to go up until we play some more teams. Hopefully some of them will have better records. App State 3-0 right now. Bulls, playing style. Okay, what is his playing style? So he is a contact seeker. And under my school, so he will be contact seeker. Yards per game, 75. That is why he does not want to be here. Okay. He has his visit this week. We can't really reallocate the points to anybody else until we know if we can get him back on the team. So we will be running the ball a fuck ton this week. And I don't just mean that. We're going to be running the ball an absolute fuck ton this week. We're going to take a look at Marquise Waller, see if we need a fight for him. Not really. 61 speed is not playing on my team. Sorry. That's just not happening at all. Sweet's not bad. I haven't really looked at any of the other linebackers. Slade doesn't want to be here. Battle doesn't want to be here. I don't really want you here either. 77 speed's not really playable on my team. Or at least I don't want it on my team at this point. We might just send the points to somebody else for now. We have 35 extra. I'm going to send the extra 10 back to Carruthers. And then we're going to put some more points on Chamuka as well. Because I need wide receiver help. I need it in the worst way right now. Because some of our best receivers are leaving after this year, right? I think Hughes, Lacey, and Turner, our top 3 receivers, are all leaving. White hopefully will progress, but we need some receiver help going into next year. So I think bringing in those 4 guys would really help. And they all bring different things to the table as well. So, hopefully we can get playing style up in the next video against App State. We're going to start our conference games next time as well. Like I said, AJ Fox, the stats aren't going to particularly pop at you, especially the completion percentage. But I think he played well. I do. I think there was less, like, at least I felt like there was less, like, holy fuck, he just sailed that ball and Turner caught it, but couldn't go make a play for it, right? A play after it. Same thing with Hughes and Lacey and everybody. It felt like a lot more of his balls are catch, and hopefully the guy can actually go make a play. Even if he's technically a little bit more accurate, and maybe even if his balls are a little bit more uncatchable, and maybe that's why his completion percentage is so low, then we can work with that. We can do something with that. But when the balls are just, here's the ball, you can't go make a play because I'm putting it in a bad spot, but the receiver's still going and making a play on the ball and making a catch, I feel like that's a little worse. I would rather have AJ Fox in that situation. Plus, his speed didn't feel bad, so I think I'm going to go with him for now. Just being real about that. So, but App State, going to start our conference games in the next one. If you guys did enjoy this video or any videos here on my channel, would appreciate if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this, but for now, I'm out. Peace.